Hey guys, just a quick snippet either at the start or end of that video. Just come out with him, just walking down the field now, and his handling has actually gotten phenomenally better. He wasn't the worst to handle, but if I actually stop and put up some pressure, just with both my hands, he actually just stopped behind now, and he's actually being led instead of at the side, as you can see there and there. Okay, so he's actually being led. There, see? I stop or lean back and I put my arms out a little bit in order to close the doors, and he's starting to lead a lot better from the field, and well, now down the field. But yeah, so just a little add-on to sometimes groundwork isn't for the genuine focus of schooling. It can actually affect everywhere else without actually training it. Like, I haven't gone in there with the goal of working on his handling, because like I said, his handling wasn't bad. Like, he could be led perfectly fine, safely. It was just the pressure response that was a bit of a risk. However, this is really nice loose rope, nice connection to the feet. There's a stop again, see? So sometimes you train something to get one result and you actually end up getting little ones, so keep your eyes open for that when you are training, right? The fact that your horse could take information, it goes somewhere else and it benefits somewhere else. Okay, so here I am at the field now, so may as well put a little bit of turning out. So I do the same process in the field here. So I'm in at hindquarters. Okay, and we go to the head collar. Unclip. I actually tilt his head a little bit inwards to release the head collar from me, like that, and then I'll let him go, and he'll go off and eat grass. But that was day 3 with Casper. Oh my god, I can see Chico. I can see Chico. Look at him. There he is. Right. So yeah, so I will catch you guys in the next with Chico. Anyone that's interested in the journey, like I say, you can watch the previous ones, and yeah, he's coming along pretty well. So for day 3, I take that as his effort. Might be at the front, so front of the video, this little clip. But yeah, definitely one to look forward to this time around. We ended up getting some really valuable things in line with the pressure and him understanding a lot better. So yeah, but the more I uncover with this horse, the more confident this horse gets around me in itself, its tolerance to deal with the levels of pressure it's been asked to deal with. So yeah, so all thumbs up for today. He's a brilliant lad, as all Andalusians are. It's just a lot of people don't give them respect that they deserve. But hope you enjoy. Keep following along with it. I appreciate everyone who's left nice comments and feedback. I'm hoping to fix the audio issues soon by grabbing an actual microphone to Bluetooth to my phone. Like I say, I don't have proper equipment like cameras, microphones, etc. So I've never really did this level of content. Normally just done Liberty work and put some music behind it. So yeah, but fantastic session, came in so much better. You'll see in the video. So I'll let it play, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace. Good. Alright, nice. So this rope's pretty long. I don't think I need it. Okay. Good lad. Get best of that. Steady. So, calm down. Good boy. I'm not actually noticing in him. It's a lot calmer to bring back down than it was before. I'm going to speak to you as well as just BGS. So, as of before, head there. So he's finding about actually a better head position and his movement. If you actually look at his walk, it's not so pacey. If you count the steps, you know, it's quite even. Now he's straight up a little bit. So, now if I just focus on the inside there. There. So he used to jump, but see how he slows down. So yeah, he still had a bit of a jump, but he actually did slow down once he changed direction, and that has been a little bit of a problem of mine, as you've seen in the past one, where he kind of runs into pressure. So today, my goals are to just focus on these little cues. So I'm going to set him up and ask. So I'm giving him a little pause between each ask, because I know if I ask too much, he blows his head, and he'll start going into that on the go and pushing through pressure mentality. So I'm trying to actually avoid that now. So this is the mistakes I've had to make with him, and they are mistakes because I don't know this horse, right? So, but now I'm starting to, I know how to actually ask for things like yields and pauses. So I'm going to hold my position. There how he wants to go, okay? So I've paused, I've dropped my energy, and he's wanting to go. But see how slower he actually is going? He's going more slowly. His brain can actually, I think his capacity to understand pressure and to actually take it has actually increased over the past couple sessions, which is lovely. So I'll ask for a bring in here. There we go. I'll just ask for a bit of a head down now. Again, focus, getting relaxed. Okay. Lovely. See if I've got some back up. Lovely. Lovely. There, a little bit of refusal. Lovely. And again. Lovely. And again. Lovely. So now we're starting to actually yield appropriately. So he's going on the outside. But I'm just going to pause now and just test him to see if he calms down by himself. See if he finds a place of comfort, okay? So this is a little bit of a test. He's licking and chewing. Does he find a place? He finds a place of comfort, okay? You can see him licking and chewing that whole time, right? So he's found a place. Now he knows that if something's too stressful, he'll calm down eventually, which is good because you don't want these horses to keep going. That's how sensitive they are. They will just keep doing what they think they need to do. As for what he needs to do at the moment, he's just remain calm, remain still, and just have basic yields. So backwards, forwards, hind quarters, fore quarters. I actually haven't tested the fore quarters with this horse, so I'm actually going to do that now live for you guys. So, a little bit of pressure. So now he actually moves off a bit. So that left leg step out, lovely. So now I'm going to calm. So now he's on the go. Next thing, next thing, next thing, next thing, right? So I'm going to let him find that comfort place again, which should be now. Lovely. I'm going to fuss him every time he comes over and comes back, okay? Because I know if I do too much here and things are too challenging, it's going to set backwards. So here we should be able to cautious. Because he does barge into pressure, so every bit of pressure I've got to almost not expect a retaliation, but I've got to point it in mind. Because this horse has flicked a switch to where if pressure gets too much, instead of flying away from it, he will go into it, and that's where could be pressure, things that hazards in the field can be pressure, and if a horse is challenging pressure, it's not so much, well, it definitely isn't a good thing around humans, around what we want from them. So I'm going to keep this yield, and if I stop my feet, he should stop his. I'll give him a bit of comfort for that. There he wants to walk forward. Okay, very sensitive. Okay, I've got to give him his dues. Alright, I don't know what this horse is trained by, but I've got to basically know, be very friendly and let him know this is a really good place to be. Okay? Minus the poo stains on the grey, you've got to love greys. But, you know, nice place to be. So I'm going to walk away and see what he actually does, so you can follow this, right? But I don't want him to follow off pressure, I want him to follow actually because he wants to. Okay? I'm just going to line him up again. I'm just going to stop, see where he wants to be. Here. Okay, a little bit close. I'm just going to assert a bit of space now with this backwards cue that he's only just started coming back into his life, okay? Now I'm going to push him on this side, okay? Ooh, look at that. He's all over you, boy. Alright? Good. So here, I'm just making sure everything's okay, everything's fine, I'm touching him everywhere. Alright, I don't want no sensitivity if I get a move that I'm not asking for. Alright, I don't want that. Here he's actually standing as I'm going around him now, right? So I'm doing this on purpose. Alright, I'm doing him with my hand is going to be dirty as anything but. So he's finding comfort in it. Okay? And that is my goal at the moment. But he reads energy incredibly well. If I bring up my energy, right, I'll get a reaction. So, I'll turn this into a bit of groundwork now. So, I'm going to test now how much energy I have to build in order to get him to trot. So, like that. Right, that's about as much as I need. Ever so soft. Then I go back down. See how he's coming back down. So at the moment I'm getting him flow energy levels. So then when we're riding, okay, if my energy's calm on the saddle, his energy's going to be calm, right? And it's very hard to teach someone to be calm on saddle because it's quite an act to do. There he wants to keep going. So, but that every time he comes in, it's now an invitation, right? It's a choice, okay? Whereas before it was a one set go, it was a mindset, right? So if I keep increasing, and then I just drop my energy, grabbing a thought, he still thinks he has to yield for some reason. But there, that is good. Okay, so I'm going to comfort that. Again, he stopped, he's brought his energy levels down, okay? And I'm very at one at the moment with this horse, alright? I'm understanding what he's actually saying, right? His body, his physical language, okay? That ear is on me, right? And he's actually on the inward circle. All I have to do is a little bit of a bump when he looks at the gate. That's a drawback of this horse, it's gate connected to the outside world, not gate corral outside world, right? So there's no break. Right, let's go look, pause, and he finds his comfort. Okay, so I'm going to reward that. I'm going to ask, a little bit of a step back. There, that's so nice. Now I'm really comfort this horse, right? I'm really going to let him know it's good. Okay? And look at him. Right, look at him. Right? Dropping that head naturally now, yeah? So getting to a point now where he's loving me being around him as a leader, right? Sniffing me out there, right? But he's loving me being around him. He's actually appreciating commands, okay? But he's also able to drop that energy as well to be around me normally, right? And that's the goal at the moment. It's just normal levels of energy, right? If I ask for any more, that's okay. But at the moment, it's just normal levels of energy. There. So now we'll just practice this for a little bit. Okay, and this exercise is good for a horse like him that doesn't really respond to pressure too great or has a mixed feelings, right? A mixed emotion about it. So I'm going to try now and do what I did the other day. So I'm going to tuck in. There, right? So that's where we have a little bit of thing because it goes from one pressure, okay, and then goes straight to another. There's a lick and shoe, right? So what I do at the moment, that cue is completely different. You see my positioning. Now if I actually invite him in, and I just stand, I see him take a step to the side, unsurety now, yeah? So that little bit has blew his head. Ever so slightly, it's not crazy because he's wanting to stop. There. Okay, I'll take that. Now I'm going to reset him. Okay, resettle, re-ask, okay, and we see what's going on. So I'm just going to see if I can position him towards you guys. Okay. With that. Right. Here. Again. Really get on with it, right? Really, his weight's on my back. Okay? He's really liking me around at the moment. And that's where I've been trying to get to the past 2 days, because he'll respect commands. There, a little bit of a head nudge, that's what he does on the saddle. So he's locked up here. I've got pressure on, he's not responding. There's a lick and chew, wanting to go up a little bit. So I'm going to keep this on, okay, until almost there. Up, there, there, figuring it out. You see how hard it is to get this horse to just take one step back and just maintain that? Okay, because that's all this is. Okay, underneath. There, see the head bobbing? Right, so I'm going to keep this on until either the feet stand still or there, I went one extra bit for there, 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 right there. Good. Trying to stop out of comfort now. Find the answer. Find the answer. Find the answer. There. That's finding the answer, okay? So nudging. Okay, push, push, push. Okay. Disengage like the reins would. Okay. So now we collect. Collect. Let back. Forward. There. That's the moment, okay? That's the moment. All pressure goes away. And you stand still. If you put pressure on when they're standing still, they're not going to like that so much. Okay, here I'm having a bit of an abs because this is what I've got to work on. There. Pressure goes away. It's every leg forward. Okay, pressure goes away. It's like onto the net. It's not what I want at the moment. Okay? So, that's good for that right now. That's good for that. Good boy. So, see this horse's trust. Okay, getting to know me, still a bit unsure. We've decided to read me, my heart rate, where my eyes are, what my intention is. Okay? And we'll eventually look for it. Like there. There's the look. Good. He wants the face, that's okay. Alright? Yeah, we give him comfort. Alright, all over. Alright, wants to drop his head naturally, that's fine. I'd love at this point to actually let him off and see where he goes. I'm not going to do that at the moment because there's still things we need to work on. Him not understanding pressure, the last thing we want to do is actually let him off. Because it will take forever to get him back. But yes, just working on these disengages. Okay, to a pause and to a stop. Okay, and to a stop. So I'm going to offer it one more time. If he doesn't take it, I say, I'm going to let him know it's the wrong answer. So, I'll do this. Lovely. Stop. Fix your leg. Fix your leg. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good lad. That's where it is, okay? That is the result I'm looking for at the moment. And you'll see, this is session 3, okay? So we've had, good boy. We've had now a little bit. Okay, we'll do it so. These yields away. Okay. So, there, see, we're running into it. Okay, we're running into it. The moment it takes a bit of weight away, like that, okay, ever so slight, okay, stopped it, went away from it. This is what I've got to reprogram, right? So I'm using these ones that I've worked on, these little yields, okay? Working on it, working on it, working on it. Okay, working on it, until there. And he stood. And he stood. There we go, we're off again. Okay, this is his choice. Right? I'd love him just to stand still in there for 45 minutes. That's my goal at the moment. Okay, but I'm going to disengage, like I've been doing. Okay, I'm going to disengage, I'm just going to tap this in front. You've got to be careful with the Spanish horse too. But, drop the energy. There, see how he turns? There. So that was a lot nicer. Okay? Really nice, in fact. Okay, so we'll bring it back down into a walk. Okay. So here now, you have to speed up when asking for a specific cue. So, okay, so it's ever so slight groundwork here, nothing too crazy. And you can chew. So we're starting to get a little bit of a relationship. Okay, a little bit of a relationship. It's going to follow this, follow this, okay, follow this, follow it through, really turn in and relax. There. Boy. on. There. Fuss. Wants to walk away. Okay? So, bring into a stand. Pressure, pressure, pressure. He's going to learn to remove it, but it's not going to be barging through. There, see? Now. Good. Good boy. Okay, there. Okay. Hey, little man. Yeah. Right. Now I'll make any moves, see? We get a thing, so. There, see how we're going in front, right? We're going into it, we're going into it. We're getting a bit of a disagreement, right? However, try now, because he matches my energy. There. See how flustered he gets? Right, this was, like I say every video, I wish you could hear what his breath is like, because he comes down to a stop, and it's so, right, really in there. So I have to really try this, calm me down, okay? Yeah, he's in my personal space at the moment. I'm not worried about personal space here. I'm actually worried about communicating to this horse. You can relax. There. Hey. Horse. Good boy. Big lick and chew. Big lick and chew, right? Big breath out. Okay, this horse is finding relaxation. It's probably something that he hasn't had for quite a while. Okay, so he's finding a little place where he can chill out. Okay, now if I just move, right, test a little bit here. I'll just move. At the moment, I'm probably in the leadership position. Okay, so I'm not asking for him to be out, but he's choosing to go out. Okay, so again, if we calm this down, I'm actually going to start using it in a way that he responds to the. There you go, mate. Door comes down, see how he doesn't take it. Both doors are open, left and right. Doesn't take it now. Okay? He's comfortable. Okay, starting to learn how to just be around humans like this. Okay, I think when traditions change, when they move from country to country, this is what this horse has been through, not state to state, you know, or city to city. We're talking country to country. Okay, people change. Okay, culture changes, the way people are, their methods, the way they communicate things, it all changes. So when they come over here, they look for something familiar. All right, they look for something either new, that's comforting, or something familiar, and they'll lose their mind until they find something, okay, that resembles where they came from. Okay, some level of resemblance to what their past used to be. Because that's all they know at the end of the day. They don't know the future. Okay, they don't know really what, half of them don't know what's going on in the present. Okay, that's when you have horses that struggle. So allowing him now to just stand and relax, just focusing on these head movements, okay, ever so slight. Okay, just gonna, yeah. He breathes out, right, I'm breathing out. Okay, and now I'm just focusing on getting a little bit of a bump, a bit of a pressure down. This is how you know you'll have a problem riding this horse, when you can't get the head down. Okay, you've got to release that head once it drops, because if you pick up the reins and it causes pressure, okay, where's it going to go? It's going to follow it up, right? I'll reverse it. So if I lift my reins up and forward, right, it gives them the loose reins so they can go down. And when you have a horse that can rear, or said problems like that, you'd rather have a cue to where if you pick up the reins hard, they drop their head down, rather than go up and add them to the physical movements, okay? Boom. Can we go back to fuss? Fuss now. Oh, that was a rested leg for a second. I was about to ground stain myself, right? Look at that. Got to play with his ears, right? Now that is trust. Okay? So horsing country, right? I do forget things, right? I'm not perfect, right? However, that is trust, okay? That is genuine trust, all right? I've trust my ability now to ask, yield, drop, stand, etc., etc., right? Boom, he's found a good place. All right, and that's all I've been trying for the moment, to get this nice, secure place, right, that he feels comfortable, so then it's always our backup. If things get too much, we can bring you back down, recuperate, and try again, possibly different methods, okay? So, shall we have some fun for the video, right? Shall we test a little bit what this horse can do, right? Shall we have a gander? So, let's see here if, look at that. Good boy. Good lad. See how he comes back, yeah? Right, this horse is really good. Okay, so he's on the left now. I'm going to calm it down before I ask again. Remember what I said about his flusteredness, right? Don't want him to get flustered about the things I'm asking him to do, right? This horse was trained. So, steady, 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 and there. Okay, so, Casper, day 3. Okay, you would have seen in the previous ones, if you watch the full videos, and throughout this horse's little journey, obviously we get to know him. Okay, getting to know him, getting to know what he's about. Okay, main issues we have with this horse at the moment, which are actually really getting better, is the pressure discussion, right, that happens of running through pressure and into it. Okay, so that I feel is one of the main problems this horse has. Affects its head, quite blows it. As you can see right now, though, he's quite calm, right, quite relaxed. Okay, it has been, to be fair, this is probably the calmest he's been through all the sessions that we've had. Nothing I've particularly done has blew his head, or at least it's gone up and come back down, so we're starting to get a little bit of a coping mechanism, right? So now we've got that on the ground, pick it up, pop it on the saddle, hopefully not have any more sort of accidents or scariness go on, because he'll be able to relieve himself of pressure. We wonder how I'm actually doing that. It's through the legs, okay, and it's through the reins. See how it comes to a stop. So there, I'll just raise up to where the reins are, a little bit of pressure, nothing too much. He'll eliminate it. He knows where the sweet spot is, which is actually his legs standing still. Okay, so that's what we're working with here. Oh, now you want to start. Oh, you funny boy. Yeah, you funny boy. You funny lad. All right. So I'll leave it there now for number 3. Lovely. Boy. There he's knowing that's what he has to do. Okay, that's the level we're at. Okay, and some more time with this, we will get a nicer riding experience where he's a lot calmer doing what he needs to do, and the rider is a lot safer. Okay. Boy. There you go. Hi, welcome back. Stop blinking there for a second. Okay, so there we are. Okay. So I shall end that one there.